Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will discuss the concept of mole. In order to discuss the concept of mole, first of all, we will go through the definition of mole. What is mole? By definition, we say that moles are basically number of grams of an atom, a molecule, an ionic species or ion or an ionic compound. Number of grams of an atom, a molecule, an ion or an ionic compound. Students, when you have all these substances like an atom, a molecule, an ionic species or an ionic compound, you can express their masses in atomic mass units, in kgs, in pounds, and in grams, and in different units. So, when you express the mass of all these substances in grams, the mass of an atom expressed in grams, the mass of a molecule expressed in grams, the mass of an ionic species expressed in grams, or the mass of an ionic compound expressed in grams, it will be known as mole. So we can say that mass of any substance expressed in grams is known as moles. For example, you have an hydrogen atom. When you express the mass of an hydrogen atom like H, which is equal to 1.008 grams or simply 1 gram, it is 1 gram atom, 1 gram hydrogen atom. The term 1 gram hydrogen atom means 1 gram mole. 1 gram mole of hydrogen atom, or simply you can use the term as mole or 1 mole hydrogen atom. Similarly, you can also express the mass of a molecule like you have hydrogen molecule, hydrogen gas H2, which is hydrogen molecule having the mass of 2 grams. If you have hydrogen molecule H2, it will be 2.016 grams, which is equal to 1 gram hydrogen molecule or 1 mole hydrogen molecule. Similarly, if you have an ionic substance like you have chloride ion, it has the mass of 35.5 grams. When the mass of a chloride ion is expressed in grams, it will be 1 gram chloride ion or 1 mole chloride ion. Similarly, if you have an ionic compound like NaCl, It is an ionic compound, sodium chloride. Its mass is 58.5 grams. When expressed in grams, it will be 1 mole. Formula unit, or 1 mole ionic compound. Formula unit, instead of formula unit you can also write ionic compound, or simply 1 mole ionic compound. So students, you can see here, if the mass of any substance, which may be an atom, a molecule, an ionic species or an ionic compound, expressed in grams, it will be known as 1 gram of any particle, or simply 1 mole of the substance. Students, now how can we find the number of moles of any substance or number of gram particles of any substance? In order to find the number of moles of any substance, you can write number of moles as moles will also be known as the ratio of mass of a specific particle to the molar mass of that specific particle. For example, if you have an atom, for an atom, it will be mass of an atom in grams. Mass of an atom in grams. You can write it here as mass of a specific particles in grams divided by molar mass of that specific particle. For example, for an atom, you can write it as mass of an atom in grams divided by molar mass of that atom, or molar mass of atom. Similarly, you can write atomic mass instead of molar mass as well. For a molecule, you can write as mass of a molecule divided by molar or molecular mass of the molecule. Then for an ionic species, you can write mass of an ion divided by ionic mass. Then for an ionic compound, you can write as mass of an ionic compound divided by formula mass. For a ionic compound, mass of ionic compound in grams divided by formula mass of ionic compound. What does formula mass mean? Students, ionic compounds, when ionized, when dissolved, are converted to ions. There are no individual units like molecules. Therefore, ionic compounds have the masses of formula mass instead of molecular mass. So we can use formula mass for ionic compound. So these are the formulas which can you use in order to calculate the moles. Then representation. How can you represent the moles? Moles are expressed by an integer N. Small n, it refers to number of moles, and mass is expressed in grams and molar mass is expressed in capital N. So we can write as moles N is equal to mass divided by molar mass. You can find simply, instead of writing these, you can write it as moles N is equal to mass divided by molar mass. So students, in order to find the units of moles, students, you can see here mass can be expressed in grams and molar mass as grams per mole. So units of moles will be N is equal to grams divided by grams per mole or gram mole inverse. Students, gram is cancelled out with grams and inverse of moles after rearranging will become, we can write it as N is equal to mole. So unit of mole is simply mole. The quantity or amount of particles, mole. These are the basic concepts regarding moles. Now how can you find the moles? How the number of moles can be calculated? In order to perform calculations regarding the moles. Students, as we have seen that moles N will be equal to mass over molar mass. So if you are given the mass of a substance and molar mass of that substance, you can find the moles. For example, you have a problem that calculate number of moles of 12 grams of water, or you can say calculate the number of moles in 12 grams of water. In order to find the solution, you have data which is mass M is equal to 12 grams. For water, molar mass is capital M is equal to 18 grams per mole. Now you can use the formula by using formula. N is equal to mass over molar mass. N is equal to M over capital M. Now by putting values, we'll get N is equal to, mass is given here 12 grams. Mass is 12 grams. So put 12 here. And molar mass is 18 grams per mole. 18 grams per mole. Now 18, ratio of 12 to 18 is 2 by 3. So number of moles is 2 by 3, or you can summarize it further as two by 3 means 0.66 moles. So number of moles are 0.66. You can perform the calculations as. You can also use the calculator in order to find these values in short. Now students, we have the concepts relating moles. These concepts are: number one, mole or molar ratio, and number two, conversion factor. These two terminologies are regularly used in order to describe the concept of moles, or in order to perform the stoichiometric calculations. So we have to define and understand these concepts. What is molar ratio or mole ratio? Molar ratio, how can we define molar ratio? Molar ratio is actually the comparative number of moles of reactants and products in a specific chemical reaction. Comparative number of moles of reactants and products in a specific balanced chemical reaction. For example, you have a given reaction in which here you can see the comparative number of moles. In order to find water, we have to use 1 mole of hydrogen gas and half moles of oxygen gas. Or by using this equation, according to this equation, there are 2 moles of hydrogen which are reacting with 1 mole of oxygen to produce 2 moles of water. So the comparative number of moles of reactants and products are 2 moles for hydrogen, 1 mole for oxygen, and 2 moles for water. So it is the molar ratio, comparative number of moles of reactants and products. This is known as mole ratio or molar ratio. Now students, there is another concept which is conversion factor. What does conversion factor mean? We can define conversion factor as ratio of the coefficients of any balanced chemical reaction. Ratio of the coefficients of any balanced chemical reaction, or we can also define it as number of moles of an unknown substance or entity as compared to the number of moles of a standard entity. Number of moles of an unknown entity as compared to the number of moles of a standard entity. We can also express it as the number of moles of an unknown substance used as compared to the unity value of the standard. Means number of moles of the unknown substance as compared to the unity value or unity number of moles of standard. For example, For example, you are given a reaction in which you are given this reaction and you are asked to find the number of moles of ammonia formed when certain number of nitrogen are used. For example, according to the equation, we can compare all of them. We can compare as by comparing, we can compare the number of moles. For example, you are asked that according to this reaction, 1 mole of nitrogen is required to produce 2 moles of ammonia. How many moles of ammonia will be formed when 3 moles of nitrogen are used? So there are two possibilities. According to the concept of ratio, we will compare the number of moles of nitrogen with ammonia, NH3. According to the given reaction, there are 1 moles of nitrogen for the formation of 2 moles of ammonia. So number of moles of nitrogen are 1 moles. For ammonia it will be 2 moles. Now you are asked for 5 moles or 3 moles, whatever, 5 moles of nitrogen. When 5 moles of nitrogen are used, then how many moles of ammonia are formed? So you can find the simple whole number ratio, simplest whole number ratio. Here it is already known, which is 1:2. Simply it is conversion factor. You have the substance, the particle, the material for which you have both the values known will be referred as standard. And we have to find unity value for the standard. It is already known. So you can simply put the value for 5 moles, 5 multiplied by 1, which is equal to 5 multiplied by 2. So from 5 moles, there will be 10 moles. But in case of hydrogen, look at here. In case of hydrogen, if you are asked for hydrogen, then again make a comparison, hydrogen ratio ammonia. According to the reaction, there are 3 moles of hydrogen which are used to produce 2 moles of ammonia. So ratio is 3:2. This is the ratio which is known according to the equation. If you are asked to calculate the number of moles, of ammonia when 4 moles of hydrogen are used. When 4 moles of hydrogen are used, then find the value of or number of moles of ammonia. So for this purpose, first of all, you have to find the unity value for standard. According to the reaction, ratio is 3:2. From 3 moles of hydrogen, 2 moles of ammonia are produced. And from 4 moles, you cannot predict according to the equation. You cannot predict from here. For this purpose, you have to find the unity value for hydrogen. So, from 3 moles of hydrogen, 2 moles of ammonia are produced. From 5 moles, you have to find the standard value or reference value or unity value for hydrogen, which will be known as conversion factor. So, ratio will be when 1 mole of hydrogen are used, then it will be when 1 mole of hydrogen are used, there will be 2/3. And 2/3 means 0.66. So now you can calculate when 1 mole of hydrogen are used, then 2 by 3 moles of ammonia are produced. And you are asked to find the value for 4 moles. Then from 4 moles of hydrogen, ratio will be 2 by 3 multiplied by 4. It will be 8 divided by 3. It will be from 4 moles of hydrogen, there will be 8 by 3 moles of ammonia produced. So you can simplify it as 8 by 3 means 2.66 moles. So you can use these values, these standard quantities in order to find the actual number of moles of the unknown substance. This is what we called as conversion factor. The value or number of moles of unknown substance as compared to the unity value of the standard is known as conversion factor. So students, you are going to use all these concepts in the upcoming calculations which are related to stoichiometry calculations. Hopefully you have got the concept. For any query you can ask the question. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.